What's up, guys? Or guy? I only see one person. One sec. Gotta get my bearings together. Alright. Nice. Nice. Cool. Anyway. Sorry. I just realized this game was up, and I jumped myself in at the last possible second. And, you know, just wanted to get something to cast. But anyway, getting back into the game, or rather getting into the game itself, right off the bat, we are very far behind. All 5 bands are finished, and we are in the last 4 picks of the game. So just going over the picks, we've got Lasci, Sand King, as well as Shadow Demon for the Radiant, and Darkseer, Venomancer, and Crystal Maiden for the Dire. Looking at the Radiant's lineup right now, I mean, Sand King and Lasci are probably one of the strongest and most common dual lanes, especially once you pick up that blue pony that you can see teams go for. You've got the double stun, you've got Sand King that once he hits level 3, usually level 5 though, he's got a longer range stun that's really reliable for initiating, and when you follow it up with the split earth, you know, it's just so painful. I mean, combine those stuns, and with those stuns actually, combining that with allowing Lasci to position himself right next to the enemy hero and turn on that Diabolic Edict, crazy good. So much potential damage you can achieve there. And I mean, Shadow Demon, he's a good solo mid hero with that poison, or shadow poison, but typically you usually see him go into that support role and go for that max disruption and soul catcher and really just try to, you know, pump out as much damage as possible for his team with the soul catcher. And I mean, you know, levels aren't as necessary on him. Soul catcher has a huge jump right from level 1, so not a bad call. Beastmaster picked up by the Radiant as well, so we most likely will be seeing him go off lane. Not a shabby choice either. He starts out with high base armor, you know, pretty tanky, able to survive some kind of initiation up at that hard lane for him, top for the Radiant team. And I mean, he can cut down the trees with his axes, make sure he has vision of the side so he doesn't get ganked off too much, etc., etc. And, you know, eventually he'll level 6 and he'll have a reliable stun to throw out during those team fights. Darkseer, really just one of the most mobile and powerful teamfight heroes in the game. Surge pretty much hastes you for, I don't know, 7.5 seconds. I can't even remember the exact time, but it's ridiculous good for such a low mana cost. Vacuum's probably the best non-ultimate spell in the game, with like how great it is for throwing the enemy team in awful position, especially in regards to using spells like Black Hole and Ravage, things like that. Venomancer, strong support, good against pushing lineups, which Lasci unfortunately falls into. With those Plague Wards especially, makes it really tough to siege down towers. Crystal Maiden, a really strong dual mid hero, as BuLba does like to run quite a bit. Skeleton King, we did see a run with Team Fire, aka Complexity, picking him up quite often. He's a great initiator. If he picks up a Force Staff or a Blink Dagger, usually you see a Force Staff, because he's so tanky, and I mean, he's a force that you have to reckon with once he's in the fray of the fight. But the thing is, if you invest too many resources in trying to kill him, and he does go down, he has that reincarnation, so he'll be right back up, you know, ready to get back in the fight, things like that. And Clink's really unorthodox pick coming out here from BuLba. Don't see a lot of teams pick him up, although I do believe it was DTS, the Ukrainian team, which recently broke up as well, I believe, that picked him up a lot. Or maybe it was M5. I couldn't even tell you. But, I mean, he's got right click. He's got great right click potential. But with those searing arrows, let's see what it is. 50 bonus damage for 8 mana. And when you boost your attack speed with that strafe active, I mean, you're just pumping out so much damage. Really good for picking off low HP supports especially, which we do see on the Radiant team. Lasci, he is not very tanky early on in the game at all until he picks up core items such as that Bloodstone that a lot of players seem to go for, BKB, but even then that dispels only, I believe, the Searing Arrows damage, and it doesn't really give you too much in the way of HP boost. So the right clicks from Klink's still going to do a lot of damage, especially once you pump up that attack damage with your ultimate death pact. And Puck, not really as easily killable, which is a nice thing, but again, she doesn't offer too much in the way of actually trying to kill the Klinks. You can keep him in place, you can silence him, but she doesn't offer a huge amount of burst damage or disable as other heroes do. And looking at the lanes right now, it looks like we're going to have a tri-lane bottom in that off lane. That is what it's looking like. Yeah, tri-lane between Venomancer, Skeleton King, as well as the Crystal Maiden, with the Darkseer middle, and Klink's going up to that safe lane, where he will most likely go up solo against that Beastmaster. Not too shabby of lane. I mean, Klink's just going to be able to right-click him out of the lane, I'm pretty sure, and BuLba knows how to play this hero right. I have full confidence in that, you know, just leveling up that Searing Arrows early, and orb walking the hell out of that Beastmaster. And, you know, I did mention he has high base armor, especially in the beginning, but that really isn't going to matter too much against a magical damage orb effect such as Searing Arrows, which I'm pretty sure it is magical.
30 seconds to battle.
We do have the Puck in the mid lane going up against that Darkseer. And we do have initiation coming out here at the bottom lane. Tri-lane versus Tri-lane. We do see both Suns land on the Shadow Demon, but he is not going to go down. Not enough right click as the Venomancer actually gets stunned out by the Sand King. But he should be perfectly as BuLba, for the third time in the row, pauses the game. Okay, interesting. Slowly giving out the "we lost" call already. Although everyone is perfectly fine. Actually looks like the Dire team. That looks like they're in a bit more trouble than the Radiant. And Mr. Soda, talk about the Mr. Soda build. Soul Ring, Orchid, Manta, Clinks. He thought about it. It's his build, guys. It's his build. I mean, no, Soul Ring's really strong, actually. You know, you can use it for an almost like free heal with that Death Pact, in conjunction with that Death Pact, and I mean, it's got really good regen for you to spam those Searing Arrows. As we do have a resume back in the game, Salve is going to be cancelled on the Venomancer. There is a stun up from this Sand King, and yeah, Venomancer is going to go down to last right click from Tormented Soul. Nicely done there. And now this is going to be really tough for the, well, not really tough for the Dire team, but they are at a slight disadvantage. Not too much, only a third of a level, just about, a little more than that advantage on each hero for the Radiant. So nothing crazy, although they will hit their level 2s faster, and with that they might be able to get a bit more of a better initiation going off with their second spells up, such as Dialogue Edict, such as Soul Catcher, which all just do really great damage at level 1. And right now, we just see BuLba trying to get those right clicks going, trying to harass the Beastmaster out of lane. He did pick up that Stout Shield, so that is going to take care of a bit of the right click damage that BuLba is hoping to get off here. As we do see Crystal Maiden rotating towards the top lane, going to throw in the Frostbite, going to do good damage here. He's going to try and TP out. Is he going to get it? Oh no, he doesn't have mana for his TP, and he actually pops a salve as well. So that is going to be a wasted salve, and he is going to go down, it looks like, wasting all his tangos, trying to cut a path through the trees, but it doesn't matter as BuLba, yep, going to pick up that right click, as down at the bottom lane, sorry I missed that, but Sulli picking up his second kill in a row here on Lasci, hitting level 3, and taking out that Venomancer down here at the bottom lane. So doing pretty well for himself. Has picked up that Ring of Basilis as well as Boots of Speed. And pretty soon, after a few more pulls to get the EXP up for the Radiant team, we should be seeing them rotate into a push, turning on that plus armor aura from Ring of Basilis and just getting some good damage done on that tower. Split Earth is going to hit, and wow, taking a lot of damage. Soulcatcher is actually going to secure that kill, giving so much plus damage. Soulcatcher already at level 2, giving plus 30% damage to all attacks. Really strong spell. Demise, meanwhile, at the middle lane, not doing too badly. Actually out CSing in terms of last hits, with 8 last hits compared to Frankie's 3, now 8. So he's caught up a bit. Frankie a little ahead in the denies. And yeah, Frankie complained, this fucking hurts. And with good reason too, as Darkseer solo mid, the reasoning behind that is you want to just get the levels up in that Ion Shell and throw down the double Ion Shell on every creep wave. And yep, you see it going on right here. Both melee creeps have the double Ion Shell. Kills off the creep wave so fast and forces the enemy hero to tank up next to their tower. Makes it incredibly difficult to CS. So really strong mid lane hero. As actually, wow, Krystal Main coming in for the kill. Did not notice she had the haste rune. But yeah, I'm just going to throw down the Frostbite and Nova, and she's going to pick up kill as there is another kill down here at the bottom lane on the Skeleton King this time, with Lasci picking up his killing spree. Sorry, I missed those. I was just so taken aback by the whole kill down there at the mid lane. But I'm pretty sure you can tell how it went. Between a simple disruption, setting up for that easy land on the Split Earth and Diabolic Edict, as well as level 2 Lightning. Just doing good work there. And there is going to be rotation up here towards the top lane. Venomancer and Crystal Maiden both smoked up. And they're looking for a kill on this Beastmaster. And they could very well get it if the Beastmaster does not play cautiously enough. And, yep, he is playing cautiously, so they're just going to swoop in around through the backside, through the secret shop entrance, and try and go for a dive right here as BuLba is pushing up the lane. Needs to turn on that Bassi for it to go a little quicker, but not a huge deal. As long as he is right-clicking down that lane and trying to push it up. Actually, yeah, he probably wants to turn that on, because the smoke is going to wear off here from the sports on the Dire team. And yep, it does not look like the dive is oh no, it is going to go. BuLba is still signaling for it. Still hasn't turned on that Bassi, I'm surprised to see, but not really going to matter too much, as we do see the sports for the Dire side swinging in. Frost Nova is going to go, as well as the Venomous Scale, and yep, right clicks. BuLba going to pick up the kill there. So nice money in the purse of EG.BuLba's Clinks. Going to be able to pick up those boots, maybe a Midas if he wants to go that route. And maybe a push going to come out here at the top lane. Those Searing Arrows do work on building, so it's going to be a lot of extra damage to those right click attacks. TP coming in from the Venomancer. Skeleton King is going to try and scare him away, maybe throw down some initiation, but nope, nothing going to come of that. Our SK is RR, and yep, Skeleton King is just double pulling, triple pulling, I believe, if this was still double stack, that creep wave, and just trying to get his levels up as much as possible. He is going to hit level 4, as we do see another dive coming out here at the top lane, and yep, Frostbite as well as Searing Arrows are going to secure that kill once again for BuLba, who is 2-0-1 off to a really great start. And yep, there is the triple stack. Ike's Mike up to level 4.5. Meanwhile, Shadow Demon up to level 5.5. So this pulling really doing just great things for the Radiant team right now. Just splitting up that EXP so nicely, as Lasci is almost level 6. Wow. He has picked up those Arcane Boots as well, so they're going to be able to sustain this push really well, between keeping all their mana levels up so they can spam down the waves, and keep using their abilities to keep the enemy heroes away from that tier 1 tower, and safely just kite it down, or siege it down with their Edict, as well as the ranged right clicks of Shadow Demon and Lasci. And yep, we do see Sulli pinging for that tier 1 tower. He wants to get that down now. He has picked up level 2 in Diabolic Edict, and the Bassi ring is on, so gonna see some movement down there as we do see Demise. Oh, what? Frankie missing on the Dream Coil and just giving them the wow. Demise is gonna ball that double damage rune, and nope, not gonna be able to kill him. Puck, unfortunately, one of those extremely annoying heroes to try and kill between the illusory orb, which acts like a blink, and phase shift, which pretty much makes you disappear, similar to Obsidian Destroyer. Is he Obsidian Destroyer? At-World Destroyer's Astral Imprisonment. As we do see a bit of an attempted dive right here at the bottom lane. Oh, and Krystal Main is going to sweep in from the side. Gale is going to hit only the Skeleton, or Sand King. And Soulcatcher is going to go on the Krystal Main. She's going to take a lot of damage here. Frostbite goes over on the Shadow Demon. And BuLba is going to try and hunt down that Lasci, but no, going to give up on it and go for the easy right click on Shadow Demon to pick up his killing spree. Nicely done in there. And he does have his treads as well as Ring of Aquila up, along with almost 500 gold. So farming really nicely. 32 CS. No, not too high there. Ideally, you want to be around the 5 CS per minute mark. But it's respectable considering he does have 3 kills. And he's about to pick up a tier 1 tower if all goes well down here at the bottom tier 1. Oh, Lasci needs to be careful trying to whittle down the creep wave with that lightning. And Demise is just going to opt to kill off the creep wave rather than chase down on that. As we do see a TB coming from Krystal Maiden. Are they going to go in on this Beastmaster? No, there's no mana on Skeleton King. Oh, but he pops a 30 potion, and maybe they will get something out of this, as there is initiation down at the bottom lane. Venomancer is going to take it down to Lightning as well as Soulcatcher. Demise surging away, going to be able to get away just fine here, and they have no dust, it looks like, on the Radiant team to try and kill off EG.BuLba, who is a bit low in HP, only staying at 500. Demise going to run to the illusory orb, and Soulcatcher as well as the Bro Strike is going to secure this kill. Dream Coil just for added insurance. Nicely done. Taking advantage of the fact that the Dire are just pushing up way too far into the Radiant territory without taking down that bottom tier 1 first. Meanwhile, BuLba, oh wow, has a nice stack going on here. Gonna get the easy CS with that Death Pact on the Satyr, which is going to be a lot of gold for him, as well as a lot of plus HP. Look at him, sitting almost at 1300 HP with Int Treads on. Int Treads. And 124 plus 9 damage. Wow. And yep, the dive is going to be successful here on the Beastmaster. Krystal Maiden, really nice moving around the map, but she is going to get caught out by the Lasci, who is turned on his Diabolic Edict. He's going to get hit with the Gale though, and he needs to be careful. He's extremely slow, yet he'll be perfectly fine as Ix Mike actually goes in for the stun on Krystal Maiden, and they are going to pick up that kill there, going for a 1-for-1 trade so far. EG.BuLba going for that double Stages Mask. So going to try and pick up that early Orchid of Malevolence and pick off heroes really quickly. Dust is in the stash of the Shadow Demon, but oh, there it is. More dust on the Beastmaster now this time. And he does have his Roar up. He just hit level 6. So he's going to be able to throw that down and get some reliable initiation going on. And nice job by the Venomancer there to scout out the Hawk. Deny some of that extra vision from the Radiant team. And it looks like the Radiant team want to go for a push here up here at the top lane. But again, like I pointed out during the ban pick phase, they do have these wards out. These plague wards are just going to do so much annoying damage. They're only level 2. Only level 2, and already just killing off the creep wave in conjunction with the tower so fast.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And Radiant team really not too much direction right now, just sitting around the Dire Woods and not getting too much done. Meanwhile, Infinity just sitting here at the mid lane. It looked like he tried to stop this push up, but he's out of regen, and he's very low on both HP and mana, and this is going to be an easy tower for BuLba here. Oh, but Darkseer is going to jack that last hit. BuLba probably flaming his teammate right now. Wouldn't be surprised. And if you guys have any comments or criticisms or just want to say hi in chat, please feel free. I'm constantly peeking over to if you don't see me right now. But yeah, I love interacting with viewers, and just shout out to you 4 guys right now that are taking the time to watch my stream as we do see the top tier 1 tower go down to the last right click from Lasci. Blink Dagger is actually picked up on the puck as well, so we're going to see some really reliable initiation as, oh god, Krystal Maiden, Lasci going to come around, Purge is going to fly over the top, the Split Earth misses, and they're just going to use Aurora on that one, seal the deal. Demonic Purge. There you go. Demonic Purge. Gotta commit that one to memory. As you do see BuLba kind of sitting around, he should notice that they have 2 sets of dust on them. And oh god, BuLba is going to try and go for the initiation on Alia right now. But both dusts are going to fly out. They have no roar, and he's going to be perfectly fine. Just going to opt to run the hell away and get on out of there before anything bad happens. But nice job by BuLba, you know, recognizing that the roar is down, all they have is the disruption and the split earth. And while that can be comboed decently well, the Leshrac was not in position. He was busy lasting creeps. And just recognizing that they don't have a lot of reliable disables to keep them in place and DPS them down. As for my mic, that is completely high. That is all the way up on XSplit. And for this, I already have my mic boost up. So it is a little low. I'm sorry. I apologize for that. If you would like me to turn down my in-game sounds a little, I could do that as well. But hopefully you can just deal with this, as I have no other solution aside from going with more mic boosts and having a lot of annoying static. As I miss a kill in the mid lane. Nice. Alright, they did go for the dive behind the tier 1 tower of the Dire team. And wow, Demise really just playing so aggressive here. Needs to get the hell out. Is Burrow Strike up? Yeah, oh my god, but ASRmAtt is going to completely whiff on that one. And yep, Darkseer, when what I thought was going to be a really sticky situation for him, just going to get away completely safe as we do some LOLs coming out from both teams. Alright, thank you 109 DotA, and I am sorry for the inconvenience. As we do see, wow, level 3 Diabolic Edict is just chipping away at this tower. Holy crap. It's like unbelievable every time I see it. I've played this game for so long, but every time I see Diabolic Edict just taking a full HP tower almost down to what, 300 HP just below. It's ridiculous. And that's the great thing about Diabolic Edict here, is that it goes through the Plague Wards. It is not going to target the Plague Wards, and instead, if there is no enemy creep wave, it will just take out the tower. And that's going to be really good for the Radiant team when they're trying to siege down these towers. They're not going to be too reliant on having to take out those Plague Wards. BuLba has finished up one of his Oblivion saves. I don't know, but he might go for the kill here on ASRmAtt 88. He does not have any dust on him. He's waiting for the rune, and oh no! Tried to go for the rune jack, EG.BuLba, but not gonna happen. As we do see the Invis rune popped on the Skeleton King, and is he gonna go for a kill here? He does have the Leshrac here to follow up on him if he does go in. And yep, it looks like they want to go on this. Infinity is going to blink in, going to pop the Dream Coil. Oh, a really nice vacuum is going to push them all down the cliff. But ASRmAtt 88 is here. Roar is going to pop. They stack their stuns a bit there. And are they going to be able to burst them down? I'm not sure. No, it looks like he's going to get away. As Krystal, wow, is just beating down on these Radiant heroes. Freezing Field is going to pick up the kill, but a nice Fog Epicenter channeled by Sand King is going to pick up the kill on Demise, and he might actually get the kill on EG.BuLba. No, he's going to go Invis, and the Poison is going to seal the deal there for the kill on Sand King, as BuLba needs to be careful. Only 5 HP left. Oh, but the Demonic Purge is going to take him out, and at the same time, Krystal is going to pick up the kill on Infinity, and Ali has got the Venomous Gale on him, and the combined slow between that and the Poison Sting looks like it's going to be enough to just take him down. Krystal Maiden going for the last hit. Sneaky man. And that is going to be a 2-for-4 trade in favor of the Dire team. And you know, while the +2 kills for the Dire are good, albeit they did lose their carries, you know, you have to remember Skeleton King was not in that fight. That was a 4v5, and meanwhile Skeleton King is just getting his farm on. He's picked up his treads, you know, caught up a bit from his disadvantaged farm in the early game, and you know, he's got his treads, he's got 1800 gold, maybe gonna go for the armlet here, maybe gonna go for the Force Staff, not sure, it's up to him. I don't think they need the Force Staff. They have pretty reliable initiation if you throw the Surge on top of him, and you know, he just barges in and throws on the stun and just right clicks, and maybe, you know, in that regard, since they already have that reliable initiation with Surge and Skeleton King, maybe they want to go for something like a BKB on him so that he's assured to get some good damage done after he charges into the heat of battle. We do see a double damage rune bottled up by Puck. Not sure what he's going to do with that. He has pretty dismal right-click damage to begin with. So, I mean, okay for picking off low HP heroes, but not sure what's really going to happen there. So, I don't think they'll go for the usual force staff on Skeleton King. I don't think it's a necessity. It's a good, trust me, it's a great item, and it very much suits their needs for initiation, but, you know, it's not necessary. It's not the most necessary item, and instead, some survivability might be really nice to tank up all these different, you know, AoE spells in Pulse Nova, which actually hasn't been leveled yet, but Pulse Nova, Diabolic Edict, Lightning Storm, Epicenter, and if Soul Catcher is thrown on him, you know, just want to tank up, beef up, and, you know, if all those spells don't do the job in killing off Skeleton King, it's going to be tough. As we do see in Infinity run into the fray of the battle, and he is going to pop the Dream Coil on both Darkseer and Skeleton King. Sun is going to go down, Wall of Replica as well. Lust is doing some good damage there, but he does get roared by Happy Cat, but it looks like he's going to pay for this, as we do see the Epicenter channeling coming out from Spike 88. There's no Orchid on BuLba, so he can't cancel that, but it looks like it doesn't even matter as, yep, wow, he actually just picked up the Oblivion Staff, or the Orchid, but, yep, you do see him go down there. As the chase continues, Alia is going to go down. Nice Frostbite coming out from Krystal Maiden, is going to stop that TP, and BuLba picks up a triple kill. Wow. And yes, Miracle Max, assuming that's your name. Yeah, I think that it's not a necessity because of the surge. And yep, we do see Mithril Hammer. So from there, we could see him go for either the Desolator or the Blacking Bart. I mean, Maelstrom into Mjolnir is not bad. You know, it's a lot of DPS, a lot of attack speed, which Skeleton King really needs, so he can get as many procs as possible in the critical strike. But, you know, doesn't matter. It depends on what you want to go for. You want to go for more DPS? Yep, and he does go for the DPS. Goes for the Maelstrom. So, I was wrong on that account. They don't want too much of the survivability early on, as it looks like. I wouldn't be surprised if BKB is an option later on. But actually, you know, this makes sense, because he doesn't really need the BKB. Oh, well. Alright, BuLba's making me look stupid and hogging the Aegis. I thought what was going to go on there, since he didn't go for the BKB, was that he would just drop a branch, pick up the Aegis, and have that double reincarnation, and be ready to just, you know, get right back into the fight several times over, instead of popping a BKB charge. So, I mean, whatever, it's up to them. I mean, Skeleton King's already stupid tanky to begin with, so it's not a huge deal. 1300 HP, 2 lives, 2600 HP, to be honest. They couldn't even kill him once, even with the right. Yep. I mean, it's tough. He's a tanky hero, and that's the problem with this lineup on the Radiant team. They don't have a lot of sustained damage, particularly in right clicks. They don't have a lot of that. All their damage is magic, which can be counteracted by a Pipe of Insight should someone on the Dire choose to go that, which I'm expecting that's going to be Darkseer, turning that hood into Pipe. And another thing is that a lot of their spells are just one-hit wonders. Epicenter, I mean, Puck's nukes really don't even do like a huge amount of damage in the mid-game. Roar, just really mainly used for the disable, not so much damage. Soul Catcher is nice, it's over a long period of time, and that is a form of sustained damage, assuming you can continue hitting him. But I mean, even that runs out after a while, and you know, if you blow everything on that Skeleton King, you know, you've got nothing left to show for it if you don't take out both lives. As we do see, Darkseer and Krystal Maiden are gonna find the Leshrac here. Destruction is gonna go down on Demise, and he is gonna take a lot of burst damage. Epicenter is channeling, and it is gonna take out the Darkseer. As we see Lust just going for the right clicks, he does have the reincarnation up, gonna throw the Hellfire Blast on Icebike, and wow, look at those crits! Oh wow, if he crit on that one, he would have picked up the kill, but there goes the reincarnation. Are they gonna pick up the kill? Soul Catcher is on him, and he's gonna take a lot of damage from all the attacks coming out right now, but wow, only a couple hits, and he's gonna take out the Leshrac so easily. Roar is gonna finally be used and take out the Skeleton King there, as BuLba has just been cleaning up on the sidelines. And look, I'm gonna pick up his third kill in that fight, triple kill for him. Infinity trying to do something, but nothing gonna happen there, as he does fake him out with the Illusory Orb, and he's gonna run away. He does only have level 1 phase shift, but I don't know if that's gonna be enough to get him out of this situation. His Blink Dagger is up. Oh no, but he's not gonna be able to phase shift, even though it is off cooldown. Maybe gonna be able to get the fog spots going. Oh wow, really nice. Illusory Orbs into the woods, and maybe gonna blink out soon. Oh nice, and he dodged a vacuum. Wow, big jukes coming out here from Infinity, as we do see Leshrac maybe gonna find out this Krystal Maiden. Oh no, CM Run for your life, buddy. Run for your life. Oh, he's very tanky though. And wow, great game sense coming out from him there. He does recognize that the Split Earth has been used. That is the only method of disable that he has to stop his channeling teleport scroll. And you know, just pops the TP. He had the mech as well, if that was a necessity, and he did pop it, plus 250 HP. And actually, I do believe, hold on, damage is composite, so it does part physical and part magical, and that mechanism does give a lot of plus or armor aura, as we do see initiation on ASRmAtt. One more right click would have done it, but no, not going to be enough there, as Sulli is going to maybe sacrifice his life. No, the Beastmaster is going to come out from the hill, or from the river, and pop the roar, but BuLba not actually going down just yet, and wow, he's going to Shadow Walk out of there, or Skeleton Walk out of there, and gonna be perfectly fine. Oh, maybe something's gonna right click him down, needs to be careful. Oh no, and the Aegis is popped by ASRmAtt 88, as we do see Lust pick up a kill with that Krystal Maiden on the Shadow Demon, and wow, big crit is gonna take out half of the HP of that Sand King, and he is gonna go down as well. Jeez, this game is fast paced, back and forth. And BuLba, oh, what is this? Nice visual bug. Interesting. But wow, things not looking too good for the Radiant team. They're starting to lose in that you know, how far the game goes. Oh, sorry, hold on, I was in the middle of saying something, but we might see initiation come down here. Dream Coil is gonna go down on only the Krystal Maiden, and we're gonna see Skeleton King not be lashed up to that, and he's gonna pursue the Lasci right now. Is he gonna have enough damage? No, he's gonna ditch that and just try and help his team out to pick up the kill on Puck, but not necessary. But oh wow, nice Split Earth, gonna get landed there on Lust, and he's gonna be dangerously low, 150 HP. He does have the reincarnation though, so he should be perfectly fine. Gonna get earned up, as we do see the disruption and the roar go off on EG.BuLba, and wow, he is gonna go down. Yep, that Edict is gonna pick up the kill, as Sand King comes into the fray of the fight and is gonna land the stun on Lust, gonna take out his reincarnation, and now he is down to his 1 life. Sand King is gonna channel that Epicenter, is gonna blink in on both Venomancer and Darkseer, gonna land the stun, double stun, nicely done. And nope, not gonna be enough to pick off that Darkseer, as we do see Lasci go down to nice buyback from BuLba, as well as the combined slows and stuns of Skeleton King and Krystal Maiden. And oh, that's a Roshan timer? Hell yeah! I've been waiting for that. That's sick, actually. That is really cool. I should read the patch notes more often. Thank you, chat. You guys are extremely useful, not just as my viewers, but as pro co-commentators with me in a way. As you can see from my obviously stunted knowledge of the game. Shame on me. BuLba has picked up a Demon Edge now, and has 1,000 gold, so maybe either gonna go for the MKB or the Deathless. Not sure which one he wants to go for against this team. I couldn't even tell you, as we do see a kill going down at the bottom lane. BuLba just hunting down those lone supports, and really easy for him to do so, as that Orchid does give him that silence to prevent Skeleton King or Sand King from trying to dodge at all the damage that BuLba wants to pump out with that Sandstorm. Wants to dodge with that. Oh, excuse me. If I do sound nasally, I'm a little sick, allergies, etc. Please bear with me. But MKB or Deathless, not really sure. Both give really good DPS in combination with that strafe. So either way, he's gonna pump out really good damage. Depends if he wants the more consistent damage of the MKB, or if he wants you know, to go the lucky RNG route and pick up some really key crits while he's right clicking someone down. I mean, he has a higher chance to land those crits because of his strafe, you know, pumping out more right clicks. So it's up to him. Could pretty much one-hit somebody if he does get a lucky crit, as he does go on that Lasci, and yep, he is gonna get taken out easily. But the roar is gonna fly over the top, and is gonna take out BuLba's HP really low. No, he's gonna get away just fine thanks to the mechanism from the Krystal Maiden. Epicenter is channeling right now. Demise gonna take a lot of that damage by himself, actually, as we do see Venomancer actually gonna TP out to safety. Nicely done, barely avoiding that illusory orb, as Venomancer picks up the kill on Shadow Demon with his poison. And now Krystal Maiden looking for blood, out for blood on this Puck. gives the urn to the Clinks. Hopefully gonna be back in this fight, and wow, the phase shift coming off, and the Hellfire Blast is gonna fly over the top and take him out real easily. Oh my god, and ASRmAtt giving him the bait lord, you know, sitting that sandstorm and waiting for CM to pop that freezing field and just blinks out immediately. And this is not a pickup game. It's kind of a pickup game for these players, I suppose. These guys are professional players, so if it's not a scrim or matchmaking, it's like a pickup. But it's North American DotA League, where they play captain's mode and pick against one another. So in a bit, in a way, it's a bit of a fun war, if you will. Yeah, I should actually change the title of the broadcast. One sec. Sorry about that. Just wanted to update it, as we do see BuLba getting caught out of position here. He is going to get dream coiled as well as dusted and roared, and that's all I can say. Jesus, that looked painful. Pretty much using every ulti in the book to pick up that kill. Except for Epicenter. Alright, yeah, fair enough. Alright, no worries guys, they didn't use Epicenter. So, all is excused. And now with that pickoff, they're going to do the smart thing and just run up to this tier 2 tower here at mid, push it up, try and get an easy tower kill, and you know, just get their gold back up as a team. I mean, they've fallen behind so much, and we can take a look at the gold per minute, or the gold difference. It is down to just past 12,000 gold difference in favor of the Dire. So this plus 1,000, not a lot in comparison to how much the Dire has an advantage, but you know, they're slowly climbing their way back into the game, and it's not about the totals, it's not about the absolute gains, but rather the relative gains, as they do show the momentum in the game. You know, just how it's going, and you know, you can have a huge advantage, as we do see Skeleton King gain picked off out of position. We do see TV Silver coming in from Demise, gonna throw in the vacuum, as well as a wall of replica, perfectly done. Gonna replicate everybody there. Infinity taking a lot of damage, as well as Shadow Demon. Happy Cat is gonna go down. Shadow Demon finally getting popped off, and Epicenter is gonna go off right now. It's doing a lot of good damage. Holy crap! And but the Sand King is still gonna go down, as Lasci tries to go for that last Pulse Nova tick to pick off the Venomancer, but he's not going to get it, as Demise is out for blood on this puck. But nope, he does have that Blink Dagger, so much mobility with that item, and he's going to get away completely safely. As we do see, Deadless is the option, or is the choice by BuLba's Clinks. And that was a 2-for-4 trade in favor of the Dire team. Nicely done. Only one surviving was Puck. Meanwhile, the only important carry hero going down for the Dire was Skeleton King, who really has just been delegated to this sort of buffer role, you know, just sitting there to soak up all the damage that the Radiant team can throw at them, and you know, just distract all those spells away from BuLba and let him get some good damage off from the sidelines. You know, and it's working out really well. Does an absurd amount of damage, especially if you can get that Death Pact off before the fight begins. As we do see Demise caught out of a little caught out position here. Gonna get a good vacuum off right here on Sand King, but no, the range is just enough to pick up the Burrow Strike on him, as well as a Roar going off, but nobody else to follow it up, and yeah, he's just gonna surge away. But we will have a blink coming up right now. Yep, blink from ASRmAtt, and he's gonna throw in the Burrow Strike pretty soon. Oh no, but he hesitates too long. Gonna get orchided and not gonna be able to stun just yet. As you see, BuLba taking a lot of damage. Wow, stuck around a little too long. And yeah, the mass disables on the Radiant team just doing too much to let him get away safely. Caster is extremely cute. Shout out to Rana. And hey bro, you better keep running the SCCS tournament, because I need games to cast. I don't know how long NADL is going to be alive, so I'm relying on you here. Thank you, Mr. Soda. You guys are too nice to me. But with that pickoff on BuLba, they're just going to barrel right down once again, down this mid lane, and they want to pick up this tier 3 tower. They want to try and go for a Rax. If that's possible, I'm not sure. There's no buyback on BuLba. Oh, no, there is, but he doesn't have the gold for it. 600 gold short. So they're just going to wheel down this creep wave and try and do damage there. But no, a really good wall of illusion, or wall of replica, along with the vacuum to force them all back, get their HP low, and discourage them from even attempting to push, as they have to wait for that wall to go away. Demise gonna get disrupted and Soul Catcher taking a lot of damage here. Oh, and the Dream Coil is gonna fly over the top. It's gonna catch both Darkseer as well as Venomancer. Venomancer gonna get away with his life, but Darkseer not so lucky. Meanwhile, Lust is doing good damage, but he's gonna pop the reincarnation here. Getting bursted down too quickly here by the from the Radiant team. Oh no, and Krystal Main, is she gonna catch? Oh, giving him the juke, and wow, beautiful fogging coming out from Krystal. And she's gonna be perfectly fine, or not Krystal Maiden, but Krystal as in Sulli the Lasci. But nicely done by him, and he's gonna get away with his life. But unfortunately, that is the one life spared out of the 5 on the Radiant team. Meanwhile, BuLba is back up and running, hunting someone in the jungle, perhaps. No, just gonna go for the death pack damage and come back for that Aegis on the Roshan. On Roshan, Aegis is immortal on Roshan.
Under attack.
I like your glasses. Thank you. I like them too. And yep, BuLba is back in this Roshan pit, gonna pick up the Aegis of the Immortal, and he should have enough for that Daedalus recipe. 1200, yep, so he's 15 gold short. And once he picks that up, it's gonna be Crit City. I would finish up that line, but you know, I'm trying to be professional. And yep, it does have that Daedalus recipe. Geometrusite up on the Venomancer. I realized I haven't actually taken a look at the items too much. Forgiveness. I did jump into this game a little late. Had to get my bearings together. Sorry. Flame away. I have Scotty actually up on that Darkseer in addition to that Vanguard pipe. So I'm not sure what he's going to go for with that. Maybe a Lincoln's, maybe a Sheepstick. Lincoln's would be nice to, you know, kind of try to disable or nullify one of those many disables they have on the Radiant team. But Scythe of Eyes is going to be really good just for the extra disable. I mean, when are extra disables bad, let's be honest. And against a team that has pretty much a lot of mobility and a lot of escape mechanisms, but not any BKBs, so. And maybe you can see initiation coming out from Frankie here. He could have Dream Coiled at least 2, maybe 3 heroes, but no such luck gonna come out for, or no such thing gonna come out from him. As you can see, ASRmAtt really just doing a good job of posturing himself, you know, in these side woods, waiting to get his, waiting for them to group up to cast that epicenter and just blink in while they do not suspect it at all. They do pop the Pipe of Insight along with the creep wave, so it's going to be nice to keep the creep wave, you know, up and running for a little bit from the nuking potential of the Radiant team, and you know, just have something to tank up that tower for a little bit. As we do see ASRmAtt getting caught out of position. Wow, huge play coming out from Krystal Maiden as she cancels his blink while he's channeling epicenter, and we do see Lust just getting right clicks going out here. Or is gonna fly on the Skeleton King, but it doesn't matter. He does have reincarnation up again, and he's gonna be back up in this fight momentarily. Yep, there he is. And Demise just just vacuums in and runs away as BuLba, you know, getting caught on that Split Earth, does pick up the kill on the Shadow Demon, and gonna, you know, be perfectly content with that. Gonna go for the Raxes again. It looks like everyone just having a jolly good laugh at ASRmAtt's expense, as he did royally screw that one up, I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow, and 600 damage crits coming out on the Lasci, and BuLba gains so low in HP. But wow, ASRmAtt, you're just gonna go down as well. Yeah, maybe if you had the epicenter, I don't know. ASRmAtt, what a clown. As we do see Infinity actually TP into the middle of the fight, but doesn't get anything off. It looks like he wanted to go for the phase shift and, you know, illusory orb out of there, or blink out of there, but nothing gonna come of that. Interesting tactics. And right now it looks like it is almost GG as BuLba and Krystal Main are just taking out this Lasci so quickly. Wow, 700 damage crit coming out from BuLba, and that is with the death pack, so he is reaching his damage potential there with those critical strikes. And GG is called by Happy Cat, and he's gonna disconnect after his teammate Shadow Demon did. Totally giving the F this team. Nice tri lane though, and you know, just as a recap, that was a nice tri lane. They got a lot of good kills. They didn't take the tower as fast as, like, to my liking, considering they did have the supports roaming around for a good majority of the early game. You know, if they just single pulled it and auto attacked the neutral camp down and pushed with a, you know, 1.5 creep wave along with the Diabolic Edict and the Bassi ring up, you know, that could have been a lot of good damage on that early T1 tower, and would have allowed for a lot more efficient and a lot earlier map movement coming out from Shadow Demon as well as Skeleton King. But no, we didn't see that coming from the Radiant, but instead coming from the Dire. The tri-lane supports realizing, you know, we lost this lane, why bother? Let's dish the Skeleton King, let him get some EXP here and there, but most importantly, you know, Skeleton King, don't die. Me, Venomancer, and Krystal, we're gonna go off top and bottom, or top and mid. We're gonna roam around the map. Won't get too many kills on this puck, but you know, whatever, fuck it, or screw it. Sorry, screw it. You know, we're gonna go to the top lane, pick up really easy kills on the Beastmaster, get BuLba fed. You know, and he did. He got really fed in that early game, and that allowed him to pick up the early Oblivion staves, and as well as transition into that Orchid Malevolence. Totally flubbing on all my words here and what I'm trying to say, but once he picked up that Orchid, you know, being able to gank around with this team and get some solo kills as well, just, you know, so key for him in that mid-game phase, to really just stunt the advantage that the Radiant team picked up at that bottom lane. So, nicely done by the Dire team, especially the supports. Kudos to the supports. Did an incredibly good job of moving around the map and salvaging their awful early game at bottom. As there is no more NADL game 1, gonna hope there is another one going up, as I really would want to obs that and try and get another cast going, but if it happens, I'm not sure. I can ask in some stream chats. Miracle Max, I haven't seen tri-lanes work out that well lately in competitive games, that is. Only seen do it late. Yeah, I was gonna mention that when I read your first line, but very good point. I think if you're gonna do a tri-lane, especially an aggressive tri-lane, it's gotta be with a carry that, oh, game is up, nice. If you're gonna go with the aggressive tri-lane carry, I think your tri-lane carry needs to be a hero that once he picks up you know, a decent amount of early game farm, he needs to be able to have a significant impact on the rest of the game, because you know, he needs to be able to move around. He needs to be able to help your team get some good early game aggression going, take out those early towers, or get some good ganks going, and then transition to early towers with that. And you know, we saw the tri-lane coming out from the Radiant, and they got good kills. They got a lot of kills, but only in their tri-lane. They didn't move to middle. They didn't move to top. They didn't stop BuLba from farming, and they didn't capitalize on the pushing power of Diabolic Edict to, you know, press their advantage and pick up a lot of extra gold for their team. And that is one thing that was just a huge mistake for them. And I mean, I would have liked to see. I mean, obviously, I can't speak for the Dire team because you know their tri-lane failed, so don't really know what would have happened there if they would have had as good or if they would have had the movement I'm talking about, if had they won that lane. But we do see what you're not supposed to do from that game, from the Radiant tri-lane, and that was, you know, just statically farm your lane, not push early enough, not move around the map early enough, and not have enough of an impact in your other lanes. Because winning one lane is nice, you know, winning a lane is great. If you're losing the other two lanes, you're already at a sharp disadvantage. Particularly if, or especially if you're not pushing down that tower and picking up those towers to help your lanes come back from losing. It's a game of numbers, honestly. 2 is better than 1. Winning 2 lanes is better than 1. Although, obviously, there are some exceptions in the case where, you know, the 1 lane you win ends up pushing the racks at 10 minutes. I don't know, something absurd like that, what have you. And I must say, I really like the new hero portraits during the band pick phase. Valve is doing an incredibly good job of the hero concept art. I must applaud them with that. And I am going to take a quick break. I know we're in the band pick, but I really need water. And yeah, too bad hero picker sucks +1. I need to get water. I need to pee. And if you guys can spread the word, oh no, I didn't update my Twitter. I'm gonna do that first. But if you guys can spread the word about the stream, tell people to check it out. I am in your debt. Twitter has been tweeted. Is that even right? Tweeting my Twitter. Tweeting Twitter? Twitter tweeting. Don't know. Don't really care. Yeah. You get nothing and you like it. What? I get nothing and I like. Oh. You're mean. Real quick. Sorry. Be right back. Cool. I am back. I am back. Please do not fret. No. Stream dead. I'm just kidding. JK, JK. I washed my hands. Don't give me that. My bathroom's right next to me, actually. Yo, this is a Kelly Milky stream. Oh, God. I heard about that. I heard about that horror story where Kelly Milky's just ditches, like, in the middle of an important international game. Or international game. And she's just like, oh, peace. Toby was, like, all angry about it on one of his streams. Pretty solid job there. But anyway, ASRmAtt, you know, you leave in the middle of the stream, you come back, you just gossip, and you don't even talk about, you know, the game going on right now. Shame. Shame on you. But anyway, yeah. I'm like scolding myself for it and I don't even get to it. Again, coming out from the two captains, same captains as last game. We have Sulli, aka Krystal, on the Radiant, and EG.BuLba on the Dire. Shout out to Evil Geniuses, probably my favorite North American team at the moment. Really cool bunch of guys, and hope they do well at the international. USA in general, both Complexity and EG. Complexity, obviously, my other favorite team. Come on, the underdogs.
Windrunner at your service.
But we do see Lasci, Shadow Demon, Queen of Pain, and Windrunner picked up by the Radiant team. +1 Miracle Max, and Brewmaster, Venomancer, as well as Priestess of the Moon, or Mirana in this game, as well as Crystal Maiden, picked up by BuLba. So already we see a recurring trend in the picks. We see BuLba going for that Venomancer Crystal Maiden support combo, which, I mean, we saw last game, incredibly strong, so good at roaming the lanes early. Picked up a lot of easy kills with the double slow, as well as the short disable coming out from Frostbite, and you just throw someone that can add some good right-click DPS or spell damage on top of that, and you can pretty much just kill almost any lane. I mean, the Beastmaster, who's incredibly tanky, already, you know, just zap, 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 done. And Night Stalker is going to be the last pick from Sulli here on the Radiant. So right now we're looking at really, really heavy gank lineup, with the exception of Lasci. I mean, just between Shadow Demon, getting the early levels in Disruption and Soul Catcher, you know, pumps out incredible damage, and he's got a really good range on Disruption as well. So really strong early game damage. We've got Queen of Pain, who's gonna most likely be soloing mid, and Night Stalker, who once it hits the 6-minute mark and it's that first night, He's going to be roaming around the map non-stop, trying to pick up easy kills with that Void as well as the Silence combo, and the added DPS, or added move speed and attack speed from Hunter the Night passive. So, I mean, I'm suspecting once it's 6 minutes in, we're going to see Queen of Pain with probably 3 or 4 ranks in Scream of Pain, and we're going to see the nighttime for Night Stalker, and we're just going to see non-stop movement around the map. And with that pressure around the map, the aggressive pressure coming out from the Radiant, most likely going to see Lasci taking advantage of that and sitting in the lane and really just pressuring them down while the Dire has to play super passive. You know, just go to the lane where they're all not hiding and just, you know, push it down with the Diabolic Edict. Easy peasy. We do see Faceless Void is the last pick. Oh god. We're gonna see this gimmicky Tranquil Boots Necronomicon build on EG.BuLba's Void here. Shame. Shame. But it looks like it is going to be the tri-lane up here at top with the Krystal Maiden as well as the Venomancer. Brewmaster soloing mid, played by Sleazel. Going over who's playing who. We've got Legendary Tom on the NA Dota forums, aka Lust, playing Krystal Maiden. Don't sleep on Boogaloo playing that Venomancer. I'm assuming that is Boogaloo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Boogaloo. And actually, they're going to be going up against a tri-lane of Night Stalker, Tormented Soul, or Lasci, and Shadow Demon, and Venomancer gonna get away with his life there, not gonna get caught out of position, thankfully for him. And Lust needs to be careful. The Radiant team does see him with this Observer Ward, and no, they're not gonna decide to swing around through the jungle, but instead gonna maybe go for the kill on Boogaloo's Venomancer here. Can he get the disruption off? Is the range there? No, it is not. And he is going to get away scot-free. And at the mid lane, it is Sleazel playing that Brewmaster against Sulli's Queen of Pain. And bottom, it's going to be solo versus solo. Windrunner versus Priestess of the Moon. Two very similar heroes. And who's going to win that one? I think in terms of heroes, I think Windrunner has the advantage. But in terms of player skill, I mean, they're both relatively even. I don't want to say who I think the better player is. I honestly don't think there is a better player in that matchup. So I think it's just going to be up to Frankie to try and win out this lane with the Windrunner advantage. Meanwhile, at mid, hopefully, just going to see Queen of Pain do her thing, get the harass going. She is going for the Dendy build with the early levels in Shadow Strike. Probably going to get rank 2 of this at level 3 and then go for maxing Scream of Pain. And just try and force out Sleazel from this lane as early as possible and control the runes. BuLba gonna have a tough time farming up here as well. He's already up to 4 CS, a minute and a half in, but he does pick up the 4-man shield, so he's gonna be able to withstand a bit of that harassment. But the problem here is gonna be how much harass the supports are gonna take. They're so fragile, and they're gonna be so easy to kill between Split Earth and Void and Disruption, all of that jazz. At bottom, we do see a 1 level advantage coming out from Windrunner already, and Frankie has picked up his boots, so really out CSing 7 CS advantage. As we do see initiation going down up here at the top lane, the disruption is gonna pop. Oh, BuLba does not time walk in time, and the Split Earth is gonna latch, but no kill there, no dice. Just how many carries have you supported? No, you're talking about a Krystal Maiden. Just how many carries have you supported, Krystal Maiden? A little maiden joke. When Queen of Pain says that, it freaks me out. It's like so dirty. BuLba actually really low on HP up here at the top lane. But still no deaths, as we do see BuLba actually pinging for a kill on this Night Stalker. Frostbite is going to go over the top, as well as Venomous Scale. No mana for Frost Nova, but it looks like that is going to be perfectly fine as they do. Oh wow! The deny coming out from Lasci, huge play, but it looks like I expect 88 is going to pay for this one. No, BuLba doesn't want to play too aggressive here. Does not have the mana need for a time lapse or time walk, and he is just going to allow Axmite to get away with his life. Big pro plays there. And guys, please, I'm happy 2 people are talking in the chat, and just, you know, if you've got comments, criticisms, concerns, let me know. Shout out to all of you guys for watching. As many viewers as I can get. That's all that matters. If people want to watch me cast, it's all good. Meanwhile, at the bottom lane, things have evened out a bit. Frankie only picking up 2 CS in the past, like, minute or so. And Demise being able to catch up a bit there on that Pre-Season Moon. Meanwhile, at mid lane, we do see Sulli has bottled a regeneration rune and used it. So he's going to have a lot more lane saving potential right now. At the 4-minute mark, where Panda and Brewmaster does not have any regen, and he is going to be denied this illusion rune. So going to probably have to bottle Crow right now, as well as bring himself out some boots, which I believe is happening. Yep, boots speed on Panda and Brewmaster, but no regeneration for him. As we do see Queen of Pain gonna rotate down towards the bottom lane, has picked up 3 levels in Scream of Pain actually. Shackle Shot is gonna hit. Wants to save that blink until he leaps out of the way. What is gonna go on here? Scream of Pain, try and get some burst going. No, he misses. Demise though has used his leap and the blink to follow. Is he gonna be able to get this kill? Does not have a blink for another 5 seconds. Oh my god, and Leshrac with another deny on Night Stalker. Wow, really impressive play going out from this Leshrac. Does not want the first blood to go out. And I don't believe first blood has been taken. It says 2 on favor of the Dire, but we're going to see a TV gang coming in here up at the top lane. Really nice Disruption Splitter combo. And yep, they're going to get the first blood going to Leshrac on the Venomancer. And BuLba going to try to get a robotic kill here. He does get the bash hit. Wow, so lucky of him. And actually, he might get a double kill. Oh no! Why'd he stop attacking? Oh, it doesn't even matter though. Krystal Maiden doing good damage with those right clicks. And who says CM can't right click carry? As you do see Ice Mike trying to trade hits, but he's tanking up the creep wave a lot there. Both of them are actually. And he's gonna have to back off a bit. He does have 5 stick charges, but Krystal Maiden has a tango, gonna be able to stay in that lane a little longer. How difficult would it be for me to stream or get my stream feature on Join Dota? I have no idea. I have to look into it. Thank you for the reminder. I have a lot of work I have to do in terms of getting my stream up and running, you know, perfectly. I mean, I've got the overlays, so those are looking nice. As we do see BuLba taking a lot of damage, or not actually taking a lot of damage there, because he does do a good job of evading that splitter. It's a little bit mistimed by the Leshrac, as we do see him actually hit this one on the Krystal Maiden, and the Diabolic Edict is going to be enough damage to help Night Stalker chaos that kill. But, oh man, this aggressive Charlene has not worked out well, as we do see Night Stalker's only level 3, 2 in Void, 1 in Fear, or Crippling Fear, and none in his passive. Just now picking up his boots, so it's going to be hard for him to move around the map, as we do see the Invis Queen of Pain going to go for a solo kill here on Boogaloo's Venomancer. He has another blink up if he needs it, but no, he's going to settle for the last Scream of Pain, and he's going to get the hell out of there, as BuLba is sitting in the trees. Yep, BuLba sitting in the trees, doesn't want any part of that. He has his Ring of Regen, gonna go for those Tranquil Boots, I'm relatively sure. I don't think there's any other way he could go about it. And one thing I want to point out, while this Krystal Mate, or not Krystal Mate, wow, while this Quap is getting some good map movement in the early game, you know, he also could have, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. He also could have instead, I think that was the word I'm looking for. He could have instead put a lot more pressure on this on this Brewmaster and denied him more EXP, but instead he's gained his farm, as we do see a fight going up here at the top lane. The Crippling Fear is going to go down on BuLba. He is going to be able to time lapse out of there, but the negative Urn Charge is going to do enough damage. Yep, he is going to go down, but not before Suzo is going to pick up a kill on the Tormented Soul right now. But Lasci pops the the magic stick charges. Oh, and a huge ward block coming out from Boogaloo is gonna secure them the kill, I believe. Yes, gonna secure them the kill on the Night Stalker, and that is gonna be a 3-for-2 trade in favor of the Dire team. Wow, big plays coming out from Boogaloo. Don't sleep on Boogaloo, guys. And now Sleazel gonna be in a little bit of trouble. It doesn't have mana to use up that Primal Split ability, and yeah, he's gonna get caught out of position here. Nicely done by the Queen of Pain, as well as the Leshrac to, you know, just kind of corner him there. Actually, Sleazel, no, not tanky enough, not lucky enough. And he is going to go down to a last right click along with the Shadow Strike tick from Queen of Pain. But yeah, Queen of Pain only level 7, 8.5 minutes in, due to all that roaming around the map. You know, I feel like if she did stay mid for a little longer and just pressured out the Painter and Brewmaster, she'd be a little more, you know, out-leveling other people. But it's a trade-off. She's trying to help the other lanes win their lanes. Top lane had a really tough time considering they had to deny their Night Stalker twice, and he did not get that early game momentum that he wanted to from this aggressive tri-lane. And yeah, as you can see here, he's trying to get those levels up. He actually has caught up quite a bit, going from level 3 to almost level 7 in the span of about 2.5 minutes. So he's going to try and pick up his level 7 here, get that... Oh, what? Actually opting to level his Hunter in the Night passive over Void. Not the most orthodox build you see coming out of Night Stalkers, especially in the early game. Interesting. I'm curious to see how it works out. I don't know. I can't say I support it. I think you need the burst to take out the Panda before he splits in that small time frame you have with the Crippling Fear. And we do see him throw down the Void on the Krystal Maiden, and she is going to go down to last right click as well as the Screaming Pain coming out from Quap. Nicely done there. They do have... No, they do not have the Crippling Fear. So yeah, they're going to turn this one around, baiting out the Void damage as well as the slow, and instead just going to turn around on the Night Stalker. The slow does go down, and yep, he is going to throw down the Chronosphere. But wow, Sleazel just walking into that one with all 3 Pandas. But no, it doesn't matter. He's going to come out of it and going to throw down the stun. Oh no, is he going to get the last right click? Wow, and the positive Urn Charge is going to save his life for now. Oh, but here comes Demise. He's going to land the Star Storm. He's going to go down here, and one more right click if he can just get the leap. No, his leap is on cooldown. And another positive Urn Charge. Wow, and the Shackle is going to take out Priest of the Moon. Meanwhile, Sleazel does not have his ultimate, and he's low on HP. Has already pumped the Stomp. And, oh, and they're not going to be able to pick up any more kills there, as Night Stalker just dancing around. Huge plays coming out from him, and he's going to buy a double kill, especially a kill on that Faceless Void for Infinity. Nicely done there. And really have to commend Infinity there on having the awareness to TP from the other side of the map, recognize that there's a huge chase going on, TP in to that top tier 1 tower, and just turn the fight around completely. He has max rank, Shackle Shot, as well as Power Shot. Good damage from Disable, as we do see the Sonic Wave come out on Lust. One more Scream of Pain, or even just a right click. Oh no, but Lust is going to give him the outplay. Nicely done there. Going to fog him and let him tank up that tower. And all we get is the oh man after the Krystal Maiden solo kills a Quap. How embarrassing. As we do see the supports on the Dire team just trying to go for the easy farm up. You know, just throw down those Plague Wards, get the early gold and EXP that you can from Venomancer's Plague Wards, and, you know, just make your living that way. Not too much babysitting required up here at the top lane, as BuLba, you know, he's just hanging out. He's just getting his right clicks going. Meanwhile, Tormented Soul, or Lasci, has picked up the Drums of Endurance. Very tanky for his hero. Sitting at about 830 HP. Does have his boots as well, very fast. Almost 400 move speed, so not too shabby there from him. Phase boots are up on the Brewmaster. We usually see the Brewmasters either go for those phase boots for extra mobility and transition to something like a Blink Dagger, or go for the Arcane boots and just, you know, farm up like that, spam that Stomp or Thunderclap, and be able to sustain it with the Arcane boots. And always ensure that you have mana for that primal split should the event arise. Or should the need arise, what have you. But Daybreak does pop here. It is now daytime, 12 minutes into the game. And no ulti on the Night Stalker, so he's not going to have that prolonged silence with Crippling Fear as he does at nighttime. But he does have the extra move speed coming out from those phase boots, where we are going to see, oh wow, a huge 4-man chrono coming out from BuLba. And he is going to get away without taking a single unit of damage. Nicely done by him, as we do see Krystal getting caught out of position, has wasted her blink, and it just came off the cooldown, and she should be fine here. Oh no, right click, and Brewmaster is going to get that kill. Nicely done there. And Queen of Pain not having the good momentum she wanted to come out with from the early game, considering she started out 2-0 and 1, and now just 3 and 2 deaths. Really not good, as BuLba is taking a lot of damage, and yet the Demonic Perch along with the Soul Catcher is going to solidify the kill there. Bottom arrow is going to whiff and hit a neutral creep instead. Ike's Mike in danger here at about 500 HP. He does have... Oh, he dodges the stun, the boulder with a disruption. Meanwhile, Hydralisk does not have his edict up anymore. Not gonna be able to get that damage out. But Lust coming out from the side with the full level 4 Krystal Nova is gonna pick up that kill right there. And now everyone just retreating. Priest of the Moon getting away perfectly fine. 0-1 and 40 CS. 14 minutes into the game. Does not have any farm whatsoever. Maybe gonna pick up those phase boots now. Tough game. No, not even phase boots. Just gonna go for the Wraith Man. Wants as much HP as possible. Anything to make it easier to stay in lane, CS, and hopefully not get harassed out the lane. Now, inversely, looking at his counterpart that he laned against, Infinity doing really great. He's got 55 CS. He's 2-0-1. He's got phase boots. He's got that Bassi ring, and he's about 450 gold away from that Force Staff, along with a magic wand. Very farmed, and then with that Force Staff, they're going to be incredibly mobile in this Radiant team. They've got the phase boots as well as nighttime, when it is nighttime, move speed on that Night Sucker. They've got blink on Queen of Pain, and they've got the drums for the extra move speed. That is going to be so key. As we do see BuLba blink into the action right here, he's going to pop the Chronosphere actually and pick up the kill on the Shadow Demon and catches the Night Stalker as well. Just going to give him the right click, but the kill is going to go to the Dire team. As Sleazel gaining really low on HP here, he's going to pop the Magic Wand charges and he should be perfectly fine unless Krystal is going to blink in. She's going to give him the Scream. And Sleazel sitting at about 45 HP now. Needs to be careful. Infinity trying to go in for the kill. Magic Wand again. Oh, but Infinity knows exactly what's going on here, and he's going to pick up that kill. Krystal trying to go for the KS attempt there with the Scream of Pain, but no dice. And, yeah, pretty much Miracle Max. I mean, not even phase boots. Once you get those boosts of speed, she's got a really good animation. She's got really great base damage early in the game. And, between just right-clicking and, moving them out of the lane with the power shot, it's too easy. And one thing you should also keep in mind is that Windrunner isn't as much of a, she's not really as much of a semi-carry as Priestess of the Moon is. She doesn't mind not having farm too much because, she's a hero that's incredibly effective without a lot of last hits. All she needs is that EXP, and we do see initiation going down here on Demise. We see a demonic purge as well as a nice shackle shot coming out. Oh, but Infinity, is he going to pay for his life? Nice defensive disruption. Is going to save his life for the meantime, and yeah, he's going to get out scot-free. Pops the Windrun, easy peasy, easy kill on Demise's bottom. And just as I was saying, Windrunner doesn't mind deferring a lot of those last hits. Meanwhile, Priest of the Moon, she wants that early game farm. She wants to get her items up early. And wow, the Frostbite, so good, doing so much damage and preventing Quab from blinking out of that incredibly heavy harassment coming out from Crystal Main and Venomancer. But now they need to be careful. Again, very aggressive. BuLba blinks into the battle. He wanted to look for a Chronosphere there. Doesn't have, now has it up. Didn't hit it before. Now hits it. Oh wow! But he's gonna go down to the last hit, I believe, from the Demonic Purge from Shadow Demon, and doesn't get the last hit on Queen of Pain. Meanwhile, Primal Split is popped, and is gonna take out the Lashrak. Cyclone is gonna send NS whirling up in the air. Can they get the kill on him? No, he's not in position to get the stomp off. Can you get the last? Oh yeah, there you go. Thunderclap is gonna solidify the kill right there, as Daytime just came out the corner. Now Dire on the retreat. Need to be careful here. Lust does have a bit more HP than the enemy heroes in Dire. Oh, and a really mistimed disruption coming out there. Might have gotten them the double hero shackle shot on both Sleazel as well as Crystal Main, and maybe a kill. But Hydralisk, oh no, Leshrac needs to be careful, but doesn't matter. He is going to go down. Last right click from BuLba, and he does not have his Chronosphere this time around, but he is just going to chase him down. Oh, and I just missed Scream of Pain, or Queen of Pain, launching that Scream of Pain, as well as the Sonic Wave to pick up a double kill. So much burst damage, but she is going to pay for it with her life, as she does go down to, I believe, yep, the Crystal Maiden. BuLba has 3 Wraithbands. I honestly do not understand this item build, but to each his own. Boogaloo, meanwhile, getting the Demonic Purge, gonna go down immediately, just pops. Oh, and the Lucky Bash is... What? What are you doing, BuLba? Oh no, he has mana for the wind run. It's off cooldown. He's gonna have his force staff up soon. And BuLba, this is honestly just, I'm speechless. Oh, okay, he's gonna get the last hit still. Wind run does not go off. Oh, and Infinity gets a shift Q bug where your actions are locked in the shift Q. Okay, this is probably the clowniest game I think I've ever watched. But okay, BuLba, you get your kill. He gives him the smiley face and a little bit of trash talk coming out from both teams, but friendly, as all these players here are presumably friends. And I'm reading BuLba's stream chat right now, and all I see is rage kill, manly voice, BuLba mad, etc., etc. That's a very manly, high-pitched yell. Nice. So BuLba screaming like a girl in the stream. Good to hear. But getting back into the game, we do see there is a 3-tower advantage coming out from the Radiant team. They've taken all 3 tier 1s in all 3 lanes. And, I mean, the score is 22-19. Really high-killing game. More than 2 kills per minute. And we might see another one right now as Demise, a little opposition. Oh, and a huge all-star shackle shot coming out from Infinity. Exceptional play there, and they must get this kill. Yep, there we go. He leaps out the safety into the woods, but it doesn't matter. Force staff, break down the trees, and just pick up that kill. Easy peasy. Huge play. Huge gank coming out from Infinity and Sulli right there. Meanwhile, BuLba has popped the Chronosphere, and he's going to pick up the kill on Night Stalker. One-man Chronosphere. Patented, I believe, by EG.BuLba, his teammate, as we saw in the game versus Quantic. But right now, we do see Destruction going over the top. It is going to latch BuLba, or set up BuLba to get latched to a shackle shot. Nicely done by Infinity, but right now, the Primal Split is doing so much damage. Wow. Lustrak is going to go down immediately. Lust is in the battle. He's in the middle of things. Gale does not hit, but it doesn't matter. Cyclone is going to send him up in the air. Good defensive Destruction to dodge to the Frost Nova. And wow, he's actually going to be out of the range for the Frostbite. But right now, Sleazel is in hot pursuit of this Queen of Pain. He's going to go for the right clicks. Krystal going to blink away to safety up on the hill. Wow, bottom arrow is just going to weave between everybody. And they pick up the kill on the Panda and Brewmaster. And right now, Lust, he's invis and he wants to get this kill. He wants it. What is he doing though? He's just waiting around. Just get the kill, dude. Give him the Frost Nova, Krystal Nova. Oh, and he was waiting for the Queen of Pain, playing too aggressive. But now he is stuck in the middle of the fight. He's gonna get shackled, and he's gonna go down easy peasy. Silly. Meanwhile, Night Stalker is just, wow, he is unrelenting in this kill. He wants to get this last void off. Oh, but BuLba has TV'd into the middle of the fight. And oh, and another huge bash. And a second one, and a huge ward block. But Boogaloo, is he going to get away? No, the negative urn charge is going to do too much damage. And another time lapse. Or, not time lapse. Why do I keep calling it that? Another time walk. And yep, the tower, T2 tower damage is going to do enough damage there to help BuLba pick up that kill.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He has 5 Wraith Bands. Alright, this is clowny. Oh, alright, Lustrak. Huge play coming out through the trees. Just gonna pop the Diabolic Edict and pick up a very easy kill there. Can he get the bash? Oh, easy. One hit. One bash. Gonna solidify the kill there on Lustrak. But if it was me, I would definitely all chat right there. Worth it. Yep, just circles it. Gives him the circle. Tier 2. No worries, team. Tier 2. And, you know, that's a lot of extra map control on the back of the Radiant team. With that extra map control, they now have even footing with the Dire team. No, they have the advantage when it comes to the Roshan attempts. Because now they have the ability to TP in towards their tier 1 tower at mid. Meanwhile, the Dire, all they have is a tier 2 at bottom. And admittedly, that is still pretty good. But, you know, you prefer to have those mid towers because it's just a shorter distance. Yep, defensive warding coming out here as well. So they're going to be able to see who comes in and out of that mid lane from the Dire team. And, you know, just smart ward be able to know how far you can push another lane, how far you can farm safely before you have to back up, and be able to smoke up even, try and get some easy kills. Sorry about that. And right now, looks like we might have a fight going down here at the bottom tier 2 tower for the Dire. Radiant really just want to take out all these towers as soon as possible. They know they do not have the heart to carry. Oh, and the huge freezing field is going to take out so much HP from this Night Stalker. Bottom ulti is going to keep everyone safe for the time being. Nice Silver Hero Shackle Shot and the power shot to follow up with. And yep, it doesn't look like anything else is going to come out from that, as we do see Sulli going into the side trap, going to pick up his Void Stone, and he is about 400 gold away from his Scythe of Eyes, and that's going to be key. If he can stay out of that chronosphere and ensure, you know, he doesn't get caught out in that, he can do a good job of disabling the Faceless Void as well. Cecil completely just explodes. Oh, but BuLba is gonna go in. Oh wow, and a huge 3-man shackle shot. Starstorm is gonna hit all 3 of them, and they're gonna take out the Leshrac so easy. Krystal needs to be careful. Oh, and another huge double hero shackle shot. BuLba is gonna go down this time around. I believe he does not have the time walk up just yet, and yep, he goes down. But oh man, ASRmAtt 88 force up to the high ground, thinks he's okay, but he is gonna get caught out by this Krystal man, and he just what? Okay, LOL, nicely done, ASRmAtt 88. Big plays, and yeah, he's gonna go down to the Krystal Maiden. No other kills falling up there just yet. Infinity maybe looking for another shackle shot. Buyback did come out from Faceless Void, I believe. Yep. And oh no, Shackle does not lash. Infinity needs to be careful here. Another bash, first hit. Oh god, and the Shadow Strike as well as Scream of Pain doing too much damage there. Meanwhile, Night Stalker gains slowed up. Boogaloo in the wrong place at the wrong time, and Krystal gonna blink on him and just give him the Scream of Pain. Yep, easy kill there. Oh, and a nice shackle shot coming out from Infinity is gonna pick up a kill there on Faceless Void. Nicely done. Huge plays coming out from this Windrunner, I must admit. Huge. Huge. Meanwhile, Krystal Maiden sitting in the woods, not doing too much of anything. And the tier 2 tower is still not down though, and this is a key position for them to TP into as another nice shackle shot. Fletcher's onto the Demise, and he's going to go down to the negative ring charge. Yep, it does look like Infinity gets the last down on that one. But Infinity does not have mana. Oh no, she uses the magic stick charge. But really good Cyclone coming out from Sleazel's Panner and Brewmaster, and it looks like they should get the kill on Infinity. He has another stun up soon. No, the Primal Split does this wear off at the worst time, and wow, look at that damage. Shackle shot, huge shackle shot. Huge as in long, incredibly long. And the Edict just doing too much damage in conjunction with that Void, as well as the slow. Things not looking too good for the Dire team. They're down to a 7-kill deficit. And look at the gold graph. Wow. Okay. So, almost a 12,000 gold advantage for the Radiant team. And it's just evident. Look how many more kills they have. Let's look at the CS as well. Only 43 on a Faceless Void. He spent so much time just roaming around the map. 77 on Priest of the Moon. 84 on Sleazel's Brewmaster. Meanwhile, 97 on Infinity. 127 on Queen of Pain. 75 on Night Stalker. Huge out farm coming out there. And Krystal Maiden. Okay. She has a Blink Dagger. Interesting. He's more farm. I mean, in terms of pure gold, no. But he's got bigger items than this Faceless Void. I don't get it. I don't get it. And just now, Blade of Alacrity getting picked up by the Priest of the Moon, going for that Yasha, maybe a Manta style afterwards. And, you know, really, you wanted that Yasha at about 16 minutes or so. Shackle shot is gonna fly, but leaves at the right angle and not gonna get shackled to anything. A good power shot, gonna whittle down their HP a little bit here. ASRmAtt 88 gets caught out by the Gale. Needs to be careful. Bottom ulti is up, so they do have the advantage in terms of you know, being able to move into the fight, but unnoticed. But nothing gonna come out there as wow.
Was it really
Scream of Pain, or Sonic Wave from the hill, and Scream of Pain mid-leap is going to take out Priest of the Moon. Huge play there. And Crippling Fear is going to stop Sleazel. Oh no, he actually DCs, and wow. Truant. Gives immediately, just says true on. Wow. Oh, and a huge two-man Chronosphere is going to catch the Krystal Maiden as well, but the tower is beating down on Night Stalker, and he's going to go down as well. But now, can Infinity do anything here? He's popped the Wind Run, but he's Frostbitten, and it's going to take up a lot of that dodge time. Oh, but BuLba is going to get shackled. Nicely done by Frankie. Boogaloo taking a lot of damage there, and GG is called by BuLba. Nicely done. Well played from the Radiant team. Ike's mic is too fucking good. +1 to that. +1 to that. And no, I do not think BuLba has backtracked once, but he has been a bash lord in this game. And yep, that is GG. Are people gonna disconnect? Hello? But yep, just a quick recap, just looking at the scores. 11-4 for Queen of Pain. Poor bottom. 12-1 now for Infinity on that Windrunner. 8-11 for Night Stalker. So obviously has been the recipient of a lot of that damage, but as well as, you know, the victim of some really stupid dives. 6-9 on BuLba. Whatever. No comment. 5 Wraithmans. That's all I gotta say. 5 Wraithmans and Tranquil Boots. Throne game was thrown. 3 and 8 on bottom. Severely outlaned at bottom, I must say. 5 to 8 on Cecil. Ironically, best score is from the Krystal Maiden. There's a 1-to-1 ratio and a Blink Dagger. Interesting. Looking at the gold graph from when the GG is called, 15k gold difference right before that tier 2 tower is taken out. So obviously just a huge difference in terms of kills, gold from kills, being able to outfarm the enemy team, because, you know, you've taken out a lot of those early towers and you've really limited just the space that the Dire can farm. And I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. Just out right clicked and out, just farmed in terms of thanks to map control. Not much else to say.
Double desolation.
And I mean, I don't really know what I want to say in terms of what lost the Dire this game. I mean, their Void not farming, that could be one. Yeah, that's usually a good factor. Losing their lanes pretty handily. I mean, going tri-lane versus tri-lane was a smart idea. And I mean, honestly, I think BuLba should have expected that, considering that is an EG patented strategy at this point. With Demon really loving that aggressive tri-lane with Night Stalker. I think they should have realized this, put the tri-lane at bottom, or even resort to dual lanes. Go for a 1-2-2 or something of the sort. Krystal Maiden being really good at laning against Queen of Pain in a dual lane. Because that Frostbite, you know, stops them from blinking, and I believe you outrange. Yeah, Krystal Maiden outranges, so you just get an aggressive ward hill up here. Give him Frostbite, and, you know, while he can't move or attack, you know, just give him an extra hit or two, and, you know, you win that fist fight. So I think that would have been pretty good, as well as, you know, Void actually having some decent farm in that lane. And bottom, I mean, instead of losing your bottom versus Windrunner lane, why not have the Venomancer down there to, you know, throw a Monkey Wrench in the Radiance plans, support the piece of the moon, give her some extra farm, you know, harass the Windrunner, and not let her come up and fight against the Priestess of the Moon for farm, and, you know, sacrifice that top lane. I mean, it's inevitable. You're gonna lose that lane either way. Tri-lane versus tri-lane, tri-lane versus Sulli. You're gonna lose that lane. And I mean, you know, they lost their towers fast enough. Really, I don't think it would have made a difference if they put a solo up there, in terms of if they would have won or lost that lane harder. Just my 2 cents. V-node, okay. They're never gonna get into the base. And I'm just waiting for the game to end so I can show you guys the end game screen, as that is always nice for viewers, just to get a sense of what happened. Sorry, allergies striking again. More trolling coming out from Demise, just running around the map. Poor guy.
Ooh, I love your piercing.
Oh god, end the game, please. Please, please, please. Yep, nothing going on here. potato. The fuck? Oh my god.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Interesting game. Yeah, sorry guys. Just really waiting up for the game to end. Hopefully they host another one and it's a better game. Oh god, it is so hot. It is super humid here on the East Coast. This sucks.
Radiant's bottom
Hope you guys
tower
enjoyed
is
your
under
Memorial
attack.
weekend as well. Took a nice little trip down to the waterfront in Baltimore. Good time. The hell, why don't they end the game? I'm so confused. Okay, BuLba. Okay, BuLba. You have 5 rings of Aquila and alright. Well, as long as you kill Ike's Mike, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's worth it. Nope, he's not even gonna get him. What the hell is this?
Regeneration.
I almost went to Johns Hopkins before, it's not having fun. Okay. Jesus. Next level. Well said, Mr. Soda. Yep, that should hopefully wrap it up. I don't know. People don't want to end the game.
Unstoppable.
Declare a month of mourning.
That's a rough neighborhood. I've actually visited Johns Hopkins. It's a really, really nice campus. I don't know what I can say about the town, but the campus is beautiful, for sure. Sorry about that. Okay, well, if you guys happen to stick around, I'm gonna try and go for a co-cast with my good friend Apathy, who, he's a treat. He's a real treat. It's like USC, beautiful campus, but if you go, you live in constant fear of death. That's the same thing with, Trinity College. Hartford is not a nice place. I do not like that place at all. It's very scary. Alright, I don't get why this is happening. They called GG already.
Invisibility.
Why are they doing this to me? Your Void has 5 Aquilas. But, alright, whatever. Well, while we're waiting for this game to end, because they so obviously called the game already, I'll do a little, like, Ask Me Anything with you 3 people. If you guys actually care to ask questions, feel free. This game is pretty much over.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
It was too strong indeed. BuLba, clown, 2 clowns.
Dire's bottom tower
Okay.
is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Alright.
Dire's bottom barracks are under attack.
Mercy.
The day needs the night.
Dire's
Rank
structures are
Asian girls?
fortified.
What do you mean? Like Asian girls are there to rank.
Dire's bottom barracks is falling.
Okay.
Thanks.
Yo, I don't understand what is happening. Why are these people doing this to me with these fake GGs? Flamers. Flamers, bro. That's all it is, flamers. Japanese, Filipino tied tier 1. Chinese, Korean, Singaporean tier 2. Laotians. Laotians, right? Laotians. Tier 5. You're mean. I think Korean chicks are tier 1. I think Filipino chicks are Laotians. Okay. I think Filipino chicks are tier 1 as well. Singaporean chicks, Singaporean Japanese tier 2. Vietnamese are like 3 or 4.
Drinks are on you.
I feel like Hong Kong chicks are in a league of their own outside of Chinese. They're like 1 or 2. That's what I'm gonna go with. Pretty solid list right there.
Regeneration.
Dude, what's going on here? What is this? Oh man, sorry for the wait, guys. I mean, this is a nice break for me, considering I don't have to actually do anything else, because this is on. They called GG already, but I'm just waiting for them to finish this one up. And hopefully they do host another NHL game, which I can watch. Compensate. Yo, why does this game actually look like it's not ending? Okay, I'm actually confused now.
Cannon ablaze.
Some bad damage.
Merge with the impurities.
A voice returns.
Oh my god, these people, man. Let's end the game. Alright, good night, Mr. Soda. Yeah, you know, I think I am gonna end it on this one, because it is getting a little late, and these people really just don't want to end the game, which is just completely and utterly interesting. Oh my god. What is wrong with these people? I swear to god, if the Dire actually win, I'm just gonna be so sickened. Night 109 Dota. Thanks for tuning in. Oh my god. Thanks for watching, guys. Sorry, I think I'm done for the night, because these guys really just are taking their sweet time. See ya.